Good morning and welcome to today's episode of Under the Mango Tree. So today I want to tell the story about the time they locked Spanky in a cooler. So Spanky was like a de facto manager slash bar back slash security slash he did everything for the bar without actually having any authority. During this time I had George, who was my backup KJ, and he worked his own gigs and other nights, who at that point we had already started like not working together. He had lost his day job, he fell on hard times. And he was trying to get me fired to get my job as the karaoke DJ. But on top of that, he was trying to get Spanky fired so that he can become like the de facto manager slash do everything at the bar, sort of to ensure some job security. Somehow in his little nervous breakdown, he decided to get back at Spanky because Spanky figured out what was going on. So Spanky one day was in the cooler getting beers, and George locked him in. Now the thing with the cooler over at Seven Seas, it did not have a way to open from the inside to get out. Back then, the beer taps were connected to the kegs that were in the cooler. So luckily, Spanky was smart enough to say, well, after being in there for a while, that if I disconnect the beer kegs, somebody at the bar eventually is gonna have to come to the cooler to figure out why no beer is coming out. And luckily that worked. Vanessa saved Spanky from freezing all night. And that's the time that Spanky got locked in the beer cooler. That concludes today's episode of Under the Mango Tree.